Richard, you can do it. You must be able to. Now let's have another go. Now is the winter of our discontent. No. Put more viciousness into it. Look, try this one. You must be able to remember what this felt like. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Poor bloke. You've got a feel for him. Now they've found him, they won't stop until we know what he was really like. And let's face it, he was never going to live up to the billing. Shakespeare's Richard III was one of the most astonishing and charismatic characters ever to be created on a stage or a film. Mad, bad, dangerous to know, but entertaining, hilarious, courageous and devastatingly attractive to women. Thanks to some poor woman's obsession, the real Richard is starting to come through. Just another boring medieval warrior king, albeit the last king of England to die in battle. In fact, it turns out he was all right as a king. But the less like Shakespeare's character he has proved to be, the less interested we are all going to be in him. So what's this got to do with Haverhill? Well, under the ground here somewhere is evidence of the origins of a great local myth, Haverhill Castle. Castle Manor, Castle Hill, Castle Lane, Castle Walk, Castle Fields. Where's the flipping castle, newcomers ask? There's not a stone of it to be seen. There's not even an earthwork or a crop mark. And as far as I know, there's not a contemporary document about it either. I've often thought it would be good to try to get Time Team to come here and tell us in 3 days whether there ever was a castle here at all, and if there was, what it looked like. It'd be a tough task to organise and not cheap, because no one knows even where to start. But you wonder, especially after this week's palaver over Richard III, whether that is really a good idea after all. We've looked at his reconstructed face and seen quite a decent looking chap. Now, although Shakespeare himself wrote that there is no art to find the mind's construction in the face, nevertheless, he doesn't look much like a tyrant. If archaeologists did start on a quest for Haverhill's lost castle, the chances are they would find either nothing or a biggish house, possibly fortified from Tudor times. Nothing like a great medieval castle. And that would just be a great disappointment. It would also imply that Haverhill people were historically so ignorant that when they saw a big house with a little turret, they thought it was a castle. If we're not experts, we see the world in terms of stereotypes. A tyrannical, murderous king like Richard. A massive medieval castle like Framlingham. And when the reality is a bit less spectacular, people just lose interest. So, unless anyone happens to be wandering about in Castle Manor Academy car park, has a funny feeling of inspiration and looks down to find a big C painted on the tarmac, I suggest it's better to leave Haverhill Castle to our imagination. Maybe someone will write a play about it one day.